Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek, I am Penge, and welcome back to Rimworld, where we continue the tale of our 10 colonists and their many animals. We're not going to go through what the animals are, because it would just take too long, because there's so many. But I counted them up before we started. There are 21 animals. So we've got more animals than double the amount of our human population, which is just a little bit silly. But we've got all sorts. We've got dogs and camels and chickens and cows and other types of dogs and buffalo and lots of different types of animals. So yes, it's 10 colonists and all of the animals that seem to be taking over the place. So what happened last time out? It was another relatively quiet part. There was an angry bear. So an angry bear tried to attack some of our folks, but we dealt with that. We had the wonderful sight of Cunic on her bionic legs just running away from the bear. And she was so quick. She just legged it away from the bear. And then we got some people out and we killed the bear. And we have probably by now eaten the bear. It was probably delicious. We sorted out our food woes. So at the start of the last part, we were quite low on food and it had all gone wrong and the animals were starving. But we've now kind of hauled that back round. I think we have ourselves 446 kibble, which is quite a lot, and we've got ourselves 94 simple meals, which is brilliant. So yes, we've done very well at sort of hauling that back, because yeah, we don't want to run out of food. We don't want to get this far into the game and then run out of food. And then we've got ourselves some new growing zones as well. We've got ourselves one down here, which is for growing corn, and we finally have the devil strand in, since I allowed sowing in there. Thank you, comment section. So yeah, they're now allowed to sow in here, and we've got the devil strand growing. This is very slow. It's very slow to grow. I mean, I think, yeah, that one was quite high. There's a 17% grown one just there. So it's going to take, what, a year, possibly more for that to grow? I do not know. So yeah, that'll just slowly just tick over, and eventually we'll get that and we'll make it into some nice clothes and whatnot. So today, we just need to carry on what we're doing. We've got some research goals that I want to get to. Again, thank you to the commenting people for letting me know what I might want to be researching. So I want to get to those, but really, we're just going to run the game on. We're just going to see what happens, and I am waiting for Rimworld to do something nasty to us, because it's been very kind. It has been very lenient. The most sort of troublesome thing we have had has been the angry bear, and we could deal with that. So I am waiting for something terrible to happen. A really gigantic raid, one of those ships that comes down and crashes onto our crops and whatever and burns them all and covers them all in, what was it last time? I can't remember what it was last time. A poison ship. That was it. It poisoned the crops, didn't it? It landed on the potatoes. Why is it always the potatoes? So yeah, I'm waiting for something terrible to happen. However, as always, there are a few things that we need to go through first. So I've gone through all the comments, and we're just going to make a few little changes. And the first one is going to be in here. So this room here is quite dark. This is our hydroponics room, and you in here, so wee hours, poor wee hours, is in here working away in the dark. I guess the heater is giving off the tiniest bit of light over in the corner, but it's a dark room, and there is a gap just here. And I said in the last video, oh, what should we put in this gap? And quite a few people have said, put a light in there for goodness sake, because then people can see, because when this light goes off, when the sun lamp goes off at night time, the room is plunged into darkness. So yes, that's actually quite a good idea. So we will put that just there. So we'll get that in. So that's one thing done. And then another thing we want to do, we're going to look down here. Where is it? There it is, at the stove, because it's been pointed out, and this is a tragedy. This is an awful state of affairs, that we don't have any tea. We've not got any tea made, which is all sorts of terrible. Now, I don't think we have enough psychoid leaves at the moment anyway, but what we'll do is we'll put make tea at the number one priority on this thing here on our stove. So if there is the ability to make tea, you will make tea. We need tea to function in this place. So yeah, we're going to have that first. And then simple meals. It's been suggested that we keep the meat for other foodstuffs, and we reduce simple meals down to just only using vegetable ingredients. So like the corn and rice and all that kind of stuff. And then we keep the meat for making kibble and the packaged meals and all that kind of stuff. So I think that sounds like a good idea. Again, it came from the comments section. I'm just living through the comments. Now, I don't know exactly how we do this. Okay. Cook simple meals. Yes, allow fresh. Right, meat. So if we just say don't allow meat, allow no meat into those, but you can have vegetarian ingredients. So we can have Fruit and berries. Oh, yeah, we'll have corn. We'll allow corn into there. And then animal products. Yeah, we don't want insect jelly in our ingredients because I don't really know what it is. And we don't have any of it. So that's fine. So we won't have that. And then eggs, fertilized. Yeah, that's all sorts of grim, is it? Yeah, we don't want them to use those. So that should now keep some of the meat behind. So we'll be able to use the meat to make kibble. And yeah, the aforementioned sort of packaged meals and all that kind of stuff. And then, yeah, they're just going to make the simple meals out of the nice vegetarian ingredients. Okay, so that's a good thing. We've got that sorted. Let's just move time on because I wanted to get to build this light. That light is going to be very, very useful indeed. Another thing we are going to look at, and I didn't even realise that this was a thing, is that the stonecutter table has an order on it to just make any stone blocks forever. Just do this forever. Just make stone blocks out of any stone you might find. And I hadn't realised that this kind of gives them... Oh, there's a fire. Little bit of a fire there. Hang on, let's go and sort out the fire. Oh no. It's near you. Sibob, run away from the flames. Although, to be fair, the weather is quite terrible. So hopefully it would put that out. The poplar tree is getting a bit damaged. Come on, we're in the middle of a rainy thunderstorm. This fire must stand no chance at all. Just clear off fire. And still nobody's running in to deal with it. Oh, there they go. Hang on, let's move Tom on nice and quick. I think that would have just put itself out anyway. There's some milk outside, folks. Oh, yes, that was it. This thing here. So the Stonecutter's table is basically, whoever's using it, they're getting free access to go and pick up any stone from anywhere. So go and pick up some stone and then go and chop it into these nice sort of blocks that we need. But that means that they could be wandering anywhere across the map. They're just wandering around, finding some stone. And we saw people up here. So coming up to these stone blocks and picking them up. Whereas really, we only want them to be working on the blocks that we have hauled into our storage area here. So what we need to do is apparently we can set some sort of range thing on this. Now we don't know how. So let's have a little look. So go into details. Right, how on earth do we do this then? How do we do this? Ingredient radius unlimited. Okay, I don't really know what that is. 36 squares, is that? I don't know. I don't know how many squares away is this thing. I assume it means squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's probably about 20. So yeah, maybe 36 is not too bad. I don't think 36 is going to let them wander out of the base anymore. So that's quite good. So now if we want to go and get some stone blocks cut, we need to haul them into here and then they will work on them. But it'll stop our people just sort of wandering around here all on their own where there's terrible monsters and beasties and things. You don't want to wander around while there's a cougar around. Also, we will have that dead muffalo. Thank you very much. Also, there's a bit of fire apparently. That's outside the walls. I'm not too fussed about that. That's not too much of an issue. And again, the rain should sort that out. But okay, people are running out to put the fire out. Well done. That's very diligent of you. It's very diligent. There we go. And yeah, it's done. Oh, apparently there's another fire. Oh, there's another fire just here. Okay, right. There's another fire. Okay. There are many fires. And also some more ambrosia stuff is growing over here. Now this stuff down here isn't grown yet. This stuff down here hasn't finished. It's 80% grown, however, which is quite good. Okay, so yeah, so we just want another one of those. We just want another growing zone over the stuff up here. Where is it? It's quite hard to see in the rain. There's a bit there and a bit there. Right, hang on a minute. Let's growing zone. Zone that out to, is it about there? I think that might cover it all. I don't think there's any outside of that zone, is there? It doesn't look like there is. And then do not allow sowing. So eventually, when that does come to full growth rate, they will be able to go in and harvest that. Okay, fine. I mean, that takes ages. That stuff's been there for absolutely ages. Wherever that stuff is, that's been growing for a long, long time. So yeah, we won't hold our breath for that. Why are some of the animals kipping outside? They're probably sleeping outside because there is nowhere near enough beds. There is nowhere near enough beds for these poor things. Also, do we only have one load of cotton growing, one load of hops and one load of cotton? Yeah, that's growing a rice plant. How much rice have we got? 274. I think maybe we change this around a bit. So have we got any beer? We've got a chicken egg. That's nice. I don't think we have... Oh no, we've got one beer. Oh, it's a sad state of affairs. We have one beer and no tea. This is all sorts of terrible. Moods are going to be plummeting. No beer and no tea. So how about we get ourselves... let's go into here. Let's change that from rice to... what do we want to put in there? Where was the hops? Hops. So we'll get that for beer. So that can be hops. That can be hops. That's cotton. This one here has got nothing in. I guess, have they just been harvested? Or are they the brand new ones? I don't know. Let's change that from rice to become a cotton plant. Because we need some more cotton to make these animal beds and stuff. And we can stock that up and that's fine. We can just store lots of cotton. And then, are they psychoid leaves? Oh, that's fine. So we've got psychoid leaves down the middle. Then we've got hops here and here. We've got cotton there and there. That should be okay. That should be fine, I think, to sort that out. Okay, right. So we're getting the basics done. Have they put that fire out yet? Oh, no, we don't care about that fire. That fire's not in our home zone. We are not interested. Oh, there's another fire. There's another fire. They are on the fire. Okay, that's all good. Oh, and that's unfortunate. So Croc is no longer inspired. Croc had an inspired trade thing, but that has now expired. And yeah, we didn't use it. And I kind of want to get a trading thing, either a sort of spaceshipy one where we communicate with them via this thingamabob, the comms console, and we beam the goods away. Or just somebody popping by to just have a chat and say hello. Because I think we might need to sell some of the animals. Now, I know it's got all the animals have got names attached to lovely people who have asked to be in the game and all that kind of stuff, but I don't think we can sustain this many animals. We will keep the animals that might be of some use. So we might well keep the camels because they make milk and we can use the milk. And if we ever do leave our place again, I don't really like leaving our place. I don't like going and wandering around the world map. I like just staying here because everything is nice and relatively safe and I know where everything is and there's very little danger. So yeah, if we do go wandering, we could use the camels. The muffalo are also quite good at hauling things around as well. But I mean, some stuff that's probably not quite so useful. I mean, an ibex doe. What are we going to do with that? That's not going to be much use. So apologies, Ebba. I don't, if it comes to if we get the opportunity, you might well get sold. And then possibly some of the smaller Yorkshire Terriers as well. I mean, they don't really do much, the Yorkshire Terriers. They can't sort of rescue anybody and they can't haul anything. So we might as well get rid of those because they're just not going to be contributing in any way to anybody. So we could get rid of those. The hens lay eggs. So that's quite useful. But then we've got cows. We've got a cow and a bull. So, I mean, do we get rid of those? Because they will make milk, but we've already got things that make milk from our many, many, many camels. So we could just get rid of those. We could clear down some of our animals, which does make me a bit sad. I don't really want to get rid of them, but I think just for food purposes and just survival purposes, I think we might have to. But there's been no trade coming by anyway, so we can't do anything about it right now. Okay, so what's going on over here? They're finally getting the final bits of hay grass sown. Okay, that's quite good. So they're just now tending to the field. Okay, so all the hay grass is sorted. There is still plenty of kibble. There is 387 kibble. It looks like they're making some more kibble as well. So I think the order is to make 800 kibble. And I don't think... Does kibble go off? I don't think it goes off. I think it just stays there forever and ever. So yeah, so they could just have all this kibble, which should keep them alive for quite some time. And of course, the animals can wander around outside now as well. They can wander around outside and eat, graze. They can graze on all the things that are outdoors. And then if they need to, they can come in and eat the food that we've provided. So that's pretty good. So I'm happy with that. Okay, what else do we need to do? We have a research plan. At the minute, we're doing the long-range mineral scanner. And I don't think we'll use one of those, but it's only because that then leads on to starflight sensors. And we're going to need to get this at some point. So I thought, do you know what? Let's just get it now. Why the heck not, eh? Let's just get that sorted. One thing we are apparently going to want is this here. So pulse-charged munitions. So build weapons which fire pulse-charged munitions for extra damage. Oh no, what is that? A manhunter pack. A pack of manhunting polar bears? Okay. Are they lost? Manhunting polar bears. Okay. That is very unexpected. Of all the animals I was expecting to see, I was not thinking polar bears. Okay, right, so some polar bears are going to come by. Now, Croc, you might want to possibly get home because you might get eaten. Okay, so what we'll do is, hang on, pause time for a second. Colonel is also wandering about outside. Probably not the best course of action. Let's restrict people to... we might need to create a new area called In the Walls or something, because the home area expands out of the walls just in case there's a fire or something. So we might want to make a new area and just call it, hang on, not area 1 because that's silly. Within the walls. Let's just call it that. And then we need to go out. We'll tell everybody to do within the walls. So all the people, do not go out of the doors. Do not go out of the doors because some inexplicably, some polar bears have got lost. They've ended up in this place here and they might eat you. It's a bit weird with polar bears, but okay, right. And then we need to sort the zone out. So expand within the walls. Now that doesn't exist at all at the moment. So yeah, we're going to need to create this zone. So it can go down there and then it can come down here. Yeah, this could take a little while to zone out, couldn't it? And then there. So that is within the walls, which is good. And then there. You can only zone a certain size as well, I noticed. You can only zone something so big. Then it stops. And then up to there. And then along to there. Okay, right. So everybody should be within the walls. And hopefully everyone's getting in before they get killed by polar bears. Okay, good. Right. Oh dear. A group of travellers from the Ishoto Dominion are passing by. And there are some very, very irate polar bears around. Are they going to go and attack them? Or are they only really, really cross with us? I do not know. Anyway, so yes, research-wise, we want to get this in at some point. So pulse charge munitions, allows us to build some sort of charge weapons, I believe. So I think in the comments it was pointed out that if we research this, we can then build charge rifles, charge lances, and possibly chain shotguns. I'm not entirely sure. But whatever the case, that'll allow us to build probably the best weapons that we can get our hands on. So we might want to get that sooner rather than later and get a couple of those weapons out there, because then we're going to be armed with really good stuff. Let's have a look just here. What are the polar bears doing? They're just sort of looking. They're trying to attack are they actually attacking are they attacking the door? Yes, they are. They've attacked the door. It's a little bit disturbing, isn't it? They've attacked the door. Where are those group of travellers? Where are they? Oh dear, you lot. Yeah, you might be in for a spot of bother if you come round this way. You might be polar bear's breakfast. Well, let's see, shall we? They're not doing anything right now. They're just sort of milling around and sort of roaring and being cross. So let's see if they do attack this group over here or not. It doesn't look like they are right now. It looks like they're just sort of chilling out over here near the doors. How do they know their doors? They're polar bears. They're completely lost. Okay, well, let's move time on. What do we do? Do we run out and help these people? If they get attacked by the angry polar bears, do we go and help them? Oh, yeah, they're coming out. Look, because they doesn't care. They just after people. Oh, no. You might want to draw your weapons, folks. There's a very angry polar bear about to eat you. Yep, look, they're going for them. They're going for them. Okay. Right, shooting is happening. Fighting is happening. The polar bear is injured. However, these people are also injured. It's looking bad. The polar bear is unconscious. Are they going to finish the polar bear off? It looks like Gennady might possibly be killing the polar bear. Not entirely sure. They're leaving it for now. Yeah, it's still unconscious. Okay, well, we'll see what happens with that. Is anything else happening down here that I need to be aware of? Another polar bear is coming up. I think they've heard that the... Hang on a minute. They've tended to the polar bear's wounds. Really? The polar bears are trying to kill and eat you. They want you for breakfast. Don't make them healthy. Okay, so now you're shooting this one. It's injured. There's some terrible shooting going on. Ingrid, get nearer, for goodness sake. So yeah, so you're being helped. You're going to bleed to death in 6 hours. And you are going to bleed to death in 6 hours. Oh no. Oh, you're down. Gennady the blacksmith is down. Oh dear. Oh, that's not very good, is it? Okay. Are you any good? Yeah, not really. I thought if you're really good, I could run in and save you like the great big gosh darny heroes that we are, but I don't think we need to come and save you. I don't think that's something we need to do. Oh, they weren't healing the polar bear. They were healing themselves. Is that what they're doing? So they're healing themselves up. So now there's 2 polar bears down. Where's the other one? The other one is just mooching around over here. Oh no. Oh, did it catch a whiff of the folks over here? No, they have just cleared off. They have just cleared off and not helped their person at all. Oh no. Oh, that's just mean. Okay, now we can't go and get that because this polar bear is still meandering about. So once it goes away, once it clears off, or it's not really angry, we might be able to go outside. But yeah, at the moment, it is still maddened. Oh no. Okay, is that one dead? No, that's still unconscious. Okay, so there's an unconscious polar bear and a dead one, and possibly a dying person up there as well. But this here just looks too scary. You just look too frightening at the moment. So when you've gone, we'll leave the safety of our walled compound and we'll go and see what's going on up here. I suspect it might be too late for everybody. Yeah, you've died. So Gennady has died and the polar bear is unconscious. So that is probably going to die at some point. Also, last time I was pondering about clothing restrictions and the fact there is no sort of order of priority that you can say, right, okay, if there are flak pants available, then put them on. If not, put on a regular pair of jeans or whatever. So you can't sort of give them a priority list of what you would like them to wear. However, they will wear the highest quality stuff. They want to wear the highest quality stuff. So apparently, if they have a choice between a regular pair of pants like these, so they're just a normal quality, or something that's better, which I can't find right now, they're going to wear the good ones. So they're going to pick the good ones as opposed to these sort of fairly rubbishy. These ones are falling apart, but these sort of normal quality ones. So what we might need to do is, because I want everybody to be relatively well armoured, I think we go to here. So we've got our electric sort of tailor's bench, and we stop all these things. So, I mean, they're all greyed out at the moment. Yeah, that's because we don't need to do this. So how about we suspend all of these things for now? Suspend all of those for the moment. And then what we want to do is, if I know, we'll make some parkas. We'll make jackets. Right, we won't do t-shirts. We won't make t-shirts because we don't need those because button-down shirts are better, I believe. And then what we'll do is actually, let's get 10 button-down shirts. So we'll get those. Yeah, has everyone got toques? No, right, okay, we don't necessarily need everybody with a nice sort of toque hat because we're going to have helmets on at some point for extra armour, you see, so we can all stay alive and not die. But yeah, we want to get more button-down shirts in. Mags is on the case. Good job, Mags. Very good indeed. So yeah, we'll get those. So we'll get some nice button-down shirts. And then here, we want to get lots and lots of the flak pants made. So these are normal quality, which is not really good enough. I mean, it's not terrible, but I would prefer it to be far better. I want them to be at least good quality, if not higher. So how about then we say, if we go, hang on, right, pause the game for a second. So say, hang on, do until you have 10. So do this until we have 10 pairs of flak pants. There we go. And then what we can do is when a trader comes by, we can sell the naff ones and then they will keep making them. And hopefully we will end up with 10 good pairs of flak pants. And then we can fiddle about with the permissions and stuff to then get everybody to wear the flak pants. And then we'll just keep making them. I think that's what we'll do. I mean, that's probably a terrible idea. But do you know what? That's what we're going for. Also, this polar bear is still outside. It still looks quite angry. Are we going to have to go and deal with a slightly irate polar bear? Which is a very unexpected thing, but this is Rimworld, so, you know, maybe that's commonplace. I think we might have to. I think we might have to go and get some good people on this. So, Colonel, you're quite good, so I'm going to draft you, and also Mags, no, who's got the fancy gun? There you go. So Chef Beryl has our fancy assault rifle. This is our new weapon that we built last time. So we'll get you and you. Who else can do the shooting from distance? You've got some sort of little pistol type things. I'd rather you had some better weapons. Ah, right. And Kathy the minstrel. So you, and you. So you come out this way. So head over here. Beryl head over here. And Kathy head over here. So everybody come over this way who's been drafted. And then we will try and deal with this polar bear as best we can. I mean, it might be quite a tricky thing. They're probably not too easy to kill. So how about we head out this way, folks? So head out here. So, oh, no, let's slow time down. Right, hang on. Right, no. Right, now shoot at it. You shoot. Kathy, get outside and also shoot. Okay, now you shoot at it as well. Everybody shoot at the polar bear. Right, the polar bear's getting a little bit close. Everybody run away from the polar bear. Run away. Hang on, if we flank it like this, that might be quite sensible. Right, now you fire. And you fire, and you fire. Everyone fire at the thing. Fire, fire, fire. Right. Beryl. I was going to say, Beryl, try and get out of the way. But okay. Run, Beryl, run. Right. Okay. It's down. Beryl, you go to... You're moving, it just says. Can you go and sort yourself out in the hospital, please? There we go. Rest until you are healed. Ah, dear. Right, and you can go and melee attack that to death, and you can just go back and not be drafted. Hurrah! And up here, we can get ourselves another polar bear, and a packaged survival meal, and a good auto pistol. I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. Okay, so now let's see what happens. Mags has created a bird skin button-down shirt. A masterwork. It's not just a very good thing. It is a complete masterwork. Okay, right, Colonel, you can now come off that. And that polar bear is allowed. Okay, good. So that polar bear... Oh, no, it's in pain shock. Oh, hang on. You hadn't finished it yet. Right, hang on a sec. Sorry, messed that up. Melee attack it to death. Go on, bash it in the head. And another bash. And you're not really killing it very well. Kill it more. I mean, you could just shoot it. You could just shoot it. I don't know why we have to do this sort of stuff. Right, it's blind. This is all sorts of terrible, isn't it? But I mean, it is trying to eat us. So yeah, we possibly should get rid of it. Are we grabbing the other ones yet? Not yet, no. But we'll get there eventually, I am sure. Right, okay, let's just keep doing this. Bash, bash, bash. Right, okay, there we go. Do that. Colonel, you are now free to go. And we have dealt with that. I mean, Beryl took a little bit of an injury, and I should possibly check what's going on with Beryl. You're going to bleed to death in 16 hours. Okay, you're tending to Beryl. Well done. We will be absolutely fine. And yay, there we go. Possibly should check that earlier. But at least she's now not going to bleed to death, which is marvellous news. And there's going to be a party. Colonel is throwing a party. Okay. Because there were polar bears? Why are you throwing a party? Why the sudden urge to just, get down and boogie? I do not know. Okay. Also, do we want to put you into the thing? Yeah, do you know what? We'll allow you. We'll try and move your body around over here, and then we'll put you into the incinerator. So you should end up in stockpile zone 16. The catcher named stockpile zone 16. That's where the dead bodies go, and then we'll switch that on at some point, and somebody can deal with that corpse. But for the moment, you'll have to stay up there because we're all too busy having a party. I feel a little bit sorry for Beryl because she's over here on her own in the hospital wing. Although I say on her own, she has been joined by Paloma. So Paloma's come in to maybe just, say hello and give her a little sort of encouraging bark. Just tell her that things aren't quite so bad. But she's in here all on her own. And everyone else is in here just having a big old party. I do feel like poor Beryl is missing out because she went outside and bravely dealt with a polar bear. I mean, yeah, she wasn't on her own. She had friends, but she was the one that it picked on, which is a little bit unfortunate for her. So yeah, I'm a little bit sad for Beryl. Oh, dearie me. Oh no, what was that going on? What was that going on? I just saw some stuff happening there. We don't need any more animals, please. We do not need any more baby animals of any kind. If you could stop that, that would be marvellous. A beautiful aurora is lighting up the sky. The undulating colours will boost the mood of anyone outside to see them and make the night brighter. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So it's going to be all sorts of pretty. It's a shame we can't look up and see what it looks like. But yeah, so I don't really know. How are we supposed to... It just says Aurora. It's just happening. And if anybody goes outside, they will see it. But, of course, most people are asleep. Except Ash, who is... Ash is going to sleep, I think. Yeah, Ash is going up to bed. So I think that's it. So everyone is asleep, including Beryl, who is asleep in a hospital bed on her own. I'm sorry, Beryl. I've realised why nobody's going to go and get the polar bears, because I've told them to not do that, haven't I? Right, everybody, you are now allowed back outside of the walls. The polar bear threat has gone. So yeah, now they can go and grab the polar bears and grab the corpse and grab all the other stuff as well. Yes, of course. Because there were scary polar bears. I said, no, don't go outside. But now people can indeed go and do that. So yeah, look, already Ash is already chopping that thing up. Oh, crikey, you get a lot of meat from a polar bear. Oh, my word. I don't know how much we had before, but that's a lot. That is a lot of meat right there. Oh, that's very good indeed. Right, is anyone bringing in the other stuff? Here comes another polar bear coming in, and the other one is coming down too. I like the way that we've not bothered with the human being. We've gone and grabbed the food first. It's oh, brilliant. Yes, we can get this. There we go. Right, you're coming down here. What we need to do is we'll switch this on So we'll just go, yep, switch that on, please. There we go. I was going to say, have we got any... Colonel is melting down some, like, you know, rubbishy sort of metal chunks. There were some over here, weren't there? When we got some kibble. Was it around here, possibly? Okay, they've picked all those up. Are there any more metal chunks that we need to deal with? Or can we switch that off? We might be able to possibly switch that off for now, just to save us the tiniest bit of power. So we'll do that. That's okay. We'll leave that as it is. And then that is now switched on. So hopefully somebody will... Oh, no, we had to move the thing, didn't we? So it's lost the bill. Yeah, cremate corpse. Just do... Do I do it forever? No, because they might bring our corpses in here. So we know there is one corpse. So, yeah, go and burn one corpse, please. Oh, no, no, no. Max, no. Don't eat the corpses. Oh, dear. Right, okay. So poor Gennady here not only had to suffer an unpleasant death, kind of out there, waiting for help, waiting for somebody to come in and rescue him. Maybe his colleagues he came with. But no, so he was taken out by a polar bear. Then he was left to die. Then his corpse was left out there for a little while in the rain. And now he's been brought here to be cremated. And a dog is eating his face. Oh, no. That has not gone well at all. Oh, dear. Yep, okay. Oh, he's still going. Oh dear, Max, you must be very, very hungry. Have I not been feeding you enough? So you've had to resort to people. Oh my goodness me. Somebody come and sort this out. He's been completely bitten. Oh no, look at this. So currently, little tiny Yorkshire Terrier Max Master has done... Hang on, let's pause time for a second. Has done all these terrible things. So this has just happened, I think. Fresh. So... Max, the little dog, has eaten the right foot, left hand, and a couple of toes. Ah, dearie me. Okie doke, brilliant. I'm going to get you to strip Gennady or consume Gennady. No, but burn Gennady. Burn. Cremate corpse, please. Cremate the corpse. Maybe you don't do that or something. I do not know. But yeah, you're getting sad walking past this, which is generally not good. I'd like it if you could burn the corpse, and then everyone would be a little bit happier. Oh, Sibbob is pregnant. Oh, yay. More animals, which is precisely what we need. Marvellous. Okay, right, two things. Number one, the corpse has been cremated, which is excellent news. Number two, there is a siege. A group of outlanders from the Hennu Monistia People's Accord, those guys, have arrived nearby. It looks like they want to besiege the colony and pound you with mortars from a distance. You can try and wait them out or go get them. One of the outlanders, Hercules, is the leader of the faction. So the leader of the Hennu Monistia People's Accord has turned up and they are going to try and mortar us to death. Oh, there's so many of them. Oh my goodness me, there's... Hang on, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do they outnumber us? They might well outnumber us. Oh, okay, right. I don't know how we're going to do this. We might need to do some... sort of smash and grab type stuff. So run in, kill a few of them, and then run away again. Because that is not going to be very good at all. What's that just there? A dead muffalo is just outside and it's rotting away. Why has it ended up in this area? What on earth is stockpile 8 for? Rotten something or others. Oh, okay. I'm glad we've got that there. That's lovely. Just a place for rotten corpses. I guess if we do have a rotten corpse somewhere around, at least we've moved it out of the way. Okay, right. I don't like this. This makes me very nervous. There's so many of them. Oh my goodness me. Right, yeah, this is what we've been saying. Rimworld has been saving up this nightmare. Right, hang on a minute. Oh, good. Chunky Loki is pregnant. Right, Beryl, do not go out there because you will be brutally killed. So how about we all go back to within the walls for now. Let's just stay inside for the moment and let's see. No, Beryl, shut the door. Let that door... Oh, goodness me. Right, that door shut very slowly. Okay, so where are these people going to go? And who have we got? Tater, Zelf, Fred, Mekki, Sanders, Cade, Stoya, Calderon, Hercules, Tooth, and Mila. Oh my word. There's so many of them. What I want to know is why can't we build a ladder up here and then get Cunic to just take pot shots at them from on top of our walls? Why can't we do that? Why can't we build a little lookout tower and fire at them from up on high? Because that would make perfect sense, but I don't think we can. Or get Cunic to climb up here on this rock and then fire at them there. Okay, so they're going to go over here and set up shop, are they? Because we did have a sort of an attack like this before, a siege, but we got in there and we dealt with them pretty quickly, I think. I think we were quite efficient at getting rid of them. Okay, right, I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do this. Move time on a bit quickly. Right, okay, this is where they're setting up. There's just so many of them. Okay, right, Cunic. We're going to get bombarded very soon, and this whole place might fall apart. I would rather that not happen, because we've spent a lot of time building this. We've spent ages building this lovely place. I would like it to remain lovely. Are you able, if we draft you, can you just go and take a few pot shots at people? And then, because you're quite quick, because you've got bionic legs, can you run away? That might be quite a good plan. Just get Cunic, even if we can get Cunic to take out one person from range, that would be excellent. There we go. There's a Cunic already doing some firing at people. So we've already hit somebody. They are assaulting the colony. Now, does that mean they are no longer going to bombard us because we've took a shot at them? Okay, right, here we go. You're watching for targets. Cunic, get back in. Let's hope the doors shut quickly. And then, is anybody over here? Is anybody over this side? Right, Redwin, you have a very important job. Run over here and hold the doors open. Because I don't know if they're going to try and go through here or what. I do not know. Cunic, you need to get through those doors. Right, shut the doors, please. Okay, the doors have closed. Excellent. Right. Are they going to come round this way? Let's put Cunic into that space. No, Cunic, go in there for now, actually. Are they going to try and go through our tunnel? Or are they going to try and break down the doors? It looks like they might be going for the trap corridor. All of them. Oh my goodness me. Apart from the one we shot. Oh, no. They're trying to knock the walls down. Okay, right. Animals. We need to sort the animals out because we don't want them all to die. How about we put the animals inside? Oh my goodness me. There's so many of them. We're not going to come out of this unscathed, are we? We're going to have losses here and we need to prepare for this. Right. Animals indoors, please. All of the animals get inside. Get inside because this could be quite bad indeed. Yeah, they're trying to break down the walls. Okay. I think we need to draft everybody. Can we draft everybody? Can we can we grab all the people in one go? Can we just do that? Just go, yes, draft all of you, please. Because the ones that can't fight, I don't want them wandering around and getting themselves into trouble. So, the ones that do not fight, wee hours. I don't know where you should go. So, wee hours go over here. Croc doesn't fight. So, Croc can go in here. And who else doesn't fight? Redwin? Were you the pacifist person? Incapable of violence, yeah, so you don't do that either. You are, however, holding the door open, which is very, very good. You can come over into here. Okay, so those three are in position. Cunic is currently up here. This looks like a terrible, terrible place to be because people are going to be breaking through the walls. I kind of assume they're going to come through the door and not the walls. So, okay, so Colonel, can you get up here as well? Beryl? You also have a shooty gun. They're going to try and break in through further round the corners, though, aren't they? So get Beryl over there and get Mags maybe just there. Release animals. No animals available. Oh my goodness me, we can unleash animals at people. That's very exciting. Right, Hull, you are melee. Hull, come out this way for now. Stand in the middle of there. Croc can't fight. Ash has got a little weapon. Let's put Ash over there. Kathy's got quite the big shotgun, so we want Kathy to be involved as well. So let's put Kathy in. That needs to be a bit longer, doesn't it? In hindsight, that little sandbag corridor thing needs to be a little bit longer. Let's try and put her just there. And let's see if this works. Okay, right. I'm a little bit nervous. Also, my mouse keeps going slightly odd. I think the batteries might be running out. That's it. That is inconvenient. At least we can pause the game. Okay, right. Is everybody in place? We want all the animals to start moving indoors. If that could be a thing. Oh, hang on. The wall just exploded. What on earth was that? Why did the wall just explode? Okay, right, I don't like this at all. I've got a beautiful trap corridor for you guys. Why don't you come through the trap corridor? Why are you doing this? Okay, now we've got quite a lot of people over here. What we could do is, could we go out and just pick off this poor person here? Calderon is quite injured. Could we just nip out of the door, kill Calderon? That might lure you in, and then that might mean that we're able to get 2 people out of the way already. So if we do this, if we just go, okay, Cunic, right, fire at, okay, take 1 shot at you. So, bang. Oh, that was a terrible shot. Right, fire at that person up there. You must be able to hit them in the face. So, no, you've missed quite fantastically, Cunic. Right, come on, get your shot in. Get your shot in. Boom. Right, you've missed from no range. Right, Cunic, get through the door right the heck now, please. So, Cunic, get in here. The door is closed. Oh, that's inconvenient, isn't it? Right, where's everyone else going? They're going down the trap corridor. They have fallen for the trap corridor ploy, and they are all being hacked apart. This is beautiful. This might save us. This might well save us from being very much killed to death. They're getting onto the wooden traps. The metal traps have kicked in. Okay. There's not many of them left. I thought they might have ran away by now. They're running away. Outlanders from the Henumanistia People's Accord are fleeing. We've done it because of the mighty trap corridor. Oh my word. Do you know what? I don't like the fact that you tried to kill us. I don't like you because you came here and you were going to come and kill us and bombard us. Has the boss guy gone? I think the leader has died. I think the leader was in Hercules was the leader. Hercules, the chief, is gone. Oh no, you're healthy. You're fleeing. Oh, you're fleeing. Do we try and get you? Do we try and get the chief? Because you ordered this attack. You would have told people to come here and start attacking us. Maybe we go after him just because we can. Shall we do that? Do you know what? Why the heck not? Let's try and get outside. Calderon, I'm afraid you might possibly be being murdered. There you go. Right, there's 1 down. We're shooting at you as you go. So pick on you. Oh, they've left loads of lovely things. Oh, look at all the shiny things. Right, I think you might be in a spot of bother there. So, okay, so can we move this way? Are they going to run out this way? Where's the boss coming? Yeah, Hercules is just there. So there was someone called... Yeah, those 2 have got away. That's absolutely fine. Right, we are going to come after you, Hercules. Because you have angered us a great deal. Ordering this attack on us was a bad idea, my good sir. So actually, come here for a sec. Come here. Everyone just line up. So Cunic's having a few pot shots. Some terrible pot shots. Hercules, I suspect this was a terrible idea of yours. And you should possibly never darken our doors again. In fact, I don't think you stand much of a chance. Although our shooting is utterly terrible. But this is all increasing their skill. And the Prime Councillor has died. The Henumanistia People's Accord. There we go. The new Prime Councillor is Nikki K, which is nice. Okay, so well done, Nikki K, and well done us, because we did okay there. The trap corridor saved us. They did act a little bit weirdly by trying to come through the walls and then not. But I think our little masterstroke there was while they were setting up, they hadn't built anything at all. They just sort of blueprinted some areas. So our little masterstroke was getting Cunic out here just to take 1 shot. It was a good shot. It hit you, wasn't it? Whatever your name was, Calderon. So it hit Calderon, and then that was enough for them to go, oh, hang on a minute, we're under attack. And then they came to get us, which is excellent. Okay, right, that was brilliant. I was very concerned that might be an utterly devastating onslaught. There was a lot of them. They were going to build mortars and things. In fact, what are these? High explosive shells. Oh, can we sell them? Can we sell them? And we could in theory build our own mortars, couldn't we? That's a thing. Is that a thing you can research? Yeah, mortars, 2,000. So if that does happen, if we get a siege situation and they say, right, we're going to siege you from here, we could just get our mortars and go, all right, we'll siege you back, boom, and blow them up. That could be a fun thing to do. Okay, right now, everybody can stand down. So everybody can just not be on that anymore. And we can all go back to unrestricted. We do not need to stay indoors anymore. It's fine. So you can go and roam and do what you need to do. And we've got a little bit of tidying up to do here, haven't we? We've got quite a lot of tidying up. So, yeah, we've got many, many weapons that we can grab. What is that? Frag grenades. Oh, that's very exciting. Okay, that there. That's a poor revolver, a poor incendiary launcher. Have you guys got anything that's good? Can you please have good things? And all this stuff. So we've got 30 packaged survival meals. Yes, please. We'll have 22 shells, 25 wood. That's fine. And then what's this? How many components? 10 components and 522 steel. Yes, we will have all of those things. That is brilliant. That is excellent news. We do, however, need to switch this on to do forever. Just burn all their corpses, please. But yes, that went far better than I ever could have imagined. Okay, right, now we need to switch all the animals back as well. So yeah, chickens into the cluck zone, no animals indoors. Everything else is sort of where the muffalo roam, isn't it? So yeah, muffalo roaming. Have we got dogs? Oh, dogs outside. Oh, hang on a minute. No, you're all dogs outside. And then everything else down here is where the muffalo roam, isn't it? There we go. So there we go. Lots of lovely animals. Back outdoors, animals. Get outdoors, please. Go and eat your kibble and do all that kind of stuff. Only 125 kibble remaining. Be nice if we could sort that out a little bit. But okay, the Devil Strand has died from rotting. Why is the Devil Strand rotting? Okay. Why would it rot? It's not cold, is it? The heater's on. Current power use is low. I don't know why it would rot. I'm intrigued now, and I'm not entirely sure why it is rotting. Do we get any information in here as to why it would rot away? Because that's quite annoying, because that takes ages to grow, and we do not want the Devil Strand to rot away. It doesn't imply that it's rotting anyway. Maybe that just happens. Maybe it's just a random thing that happens to some of the Devil Strand. Occasionally it will just sort of fail. I do not know. And the temperature in the room is 25 degrees. Is that a bit warm for Devil Strand? Growth rate 0, resting. It needs a light level. Yeah, but it's night time, so it's fine. So you can put up with that for now. Okay, I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Do not know. Now, the good thing about all this steel coming in, the exciting thing about this, is that we can use it to finish off our hydroponics room. Yay, we can finally get it done. Okay, it's been a long time coming, that hydroponics room. We need 3 more bays and it will be sorted. So hopefully we can get that done sooner rather than later. I also noticed that we seem to be piling up lots of shirts over here. Why is that? Why are we piling up shirts? Oh, because this area is full. Oh dear. Okay. Do we need another little storage area? Maybe just there. Could we get that? Expand the gun bit up there, and then have this area here as another storage type of whatever this is. Just any old random tat. That might be a good idea. Maybe we will do that. Okay, right, hang on then. Build a copy. So yes, please. We'll have a bit of that. We'll have ourselves... Yeah, we're going to take that door out, aren't we? So that door can be deconstructed. So we'll build a copy of that just there. And then we will deconstruct that and that and that. I know there's a button you can go to deconstruct all at the same time, but that's fine. Then we'll deconstruct that. And then we want to get... What is that tile just there? That is a limestone tile. We have plenty of limestone. So then let's get flooring in. Oh, hang on a minute. We need to remove those bits first. So we'll try and get that done, because that'll be handy. We've run out of room down here to store all this sort of junk. So yeah, we'll increase our storage space a tiny little bit. And we have finished research on the long-range mineral scanners. So that's pretty good. Now I'm now quite tempted to get mortars. Just in case that situation happens again and they set up a little mortar thing, that means that we can fire back. build mortars which can lob shells long distances, even over walls. The other thing is, it is 2,000 research points, and we could be doing something exciting. We could be getting pulse charge munitions for 3,000 research points rather than mortars. But mortars do sound very useful. What do we go for? Do you know what? We're going to go for this. We're going to go for this. Maybe we'll get mortars next time. So yeah, we'll have pulse charged munitions, which I keep struggling to say. It's a tricky thing to say. Pulse weapons. I'm going to call it pulse weapons. So we're going to get pulse weapons, 3,000 research points. But now that's done, so long-range mineral scanner is done. We're not going to get one of those. We don't need a long-range mineral scanner. I don't like leaving our little base, let alone going across the world to look for stuff. So what we'll do is, though, now we can get that in. We can get Starflight Basics, and then that lets us get Starflight sensors. So it's a prerequisite for all of the final sort of spaceship stuff. So yeah, we do need that in. We also do need cryosleep caskets as well. Then once we get that in, cryosleep caskets, get Starflight Basics. So what are we doing? 4,000. So we need 10,000 research points for the 3 things that I want to get next. Crikey. And that's if we don't then get mortars, which I would quite like. Oh dear. Okay, let's get pulse charge munitions first. Let's get that thing in. Okay, marvellous. That's good. So we're getting that in. Lots of stuff going on. They have started doing all sorts of stuff. What's happened to Hercules? Has someone eaten his head? One of the animals has bitten off his head. Oh dear. I mean, okay, right. Maybe the animals should not be allowed near the big pile of fresh corpses. But, I mean, it stops them from going hungry. It stops them from eating the kibble, I guess. So, you know, it's got positive points to it. I just thought the fact they've eaten his head, complete with his hat. Because he had a hat. So yeah, that's quite interesting. They've decided that they wanted to eat his head. Did one of the dogs just deliver a thing? Did one of the dogs just put some steel just there? I'm fairly certain that's what just happened. You're hauling limestone blocks? Okay, we're not selling these. Oh, they're really useful. They're actually doing work. You're wandering. You're slightly less useful. But look at that. They're actually doing work. Oh, that's very good. And we can get the flooring in here. So what flooring was it again? Which one was it? Limestone. Okay, right. So floors. And switch that around to limestone. Okay, so get limestone and limestone. What's that there? That's a power conduit, and it must have a floor underneath it. Just can't seem to click on the floor underneath it. Never mind, it's fine, whatever. I don't really care what flooring it is, as long as there is some flooring down. And then we can fiddle about with this. So let's pause time for a second. So expand the zone up there, like that, and then shrink the zone along like that. So that should retain its size, more or less. So that should be fine. And then we want to create a new one of those. So we will go to zone and a new stockpile zone. We'll pop that in just there into this gap. And then we will go like that. And we'll copy those settings and paste them into there. Okay. So now all the extra junk stuff, so like all these shirts and whatever they are, flak pants, excellent quality flak pants. That's very good. All that stuff can then be put in there. So in time, they will start moving all these things around. Of course, we're asking them to do many, many, many things, including picking up all of this stuff, because these packaged survivor meals are deteriorating. They're outside. We don't want them to deteriorate. And there's 10 components there as well. There's a lot of good stuff out there that I want them to go and get their hands on. So yeah, hopefully they'll get this done. Possibly should have left off that, really. But yeah, then they can come out here and grab all this lovely stuff. Okay, no one was coming to pick this stuff up. They're all going and doing other jobs, which is fair enough because I've given them a heck of a lot of stuff to do. But some people are wandering off digging and, doing some mining and stuff. And I want to get this in. So I've said, Colonel, to go and pick all this stuff up. I apologise, Colonel, but you're very, very good at your job. So you'll do this really well. The only thing is we can't haul these because there is nowhere for them to go. So we might want to have a look at this area just here and say, okay, what do we want to store in here? So we've got weapons. Now, does one of those barrel things not come up as a weapon? I would have thought maybe it comes up as an item. Maybe it's an item, some ammunition or something. Is it manufactured? Mortar shells. Yeah, okay. How about we store mortar shells in there? Yes, please. We will have mortar shells. And now we should be able to go and pick them up. We'll let them go and grab all that other stuff first, though, because they're going to be doing that for quite some time. So you go and do all that stuff, Colonel. You've got a lot of stuff to do. So you're going to go and completely ignore what I asked you to do? Okay, you're going to go up here and do some mining, even though I just told you to prioritise all the other stuff. Caravan request. They want to get a mace. They're going to give us a mega screen television, a bionic leg, a triple rocket launcher, and an incendiary launcher. Do you know what? I'm fine. I'm fine. 24 maces is a heck of a lot of stuff to deal with. So no, I think we'll be okay. And look, Colonel is coming in and grabbing all this stuff. Well done, Colonel. Yeah, all this stuff can go inside, which would be very, very good, because obviously it's not going to fall apart. We don't want the packaged survival meals to rot away or whatever. Break risks. Wee hours. Wee hours is still a bit sad, I think. Wee hours is still a bit sad because of the breakup. And also someone has the flu. Oh, it's Ash. Of course it is. Okay. Wee hours. You're not allowed to relax socially. You've got to go and tend to Ash again. It's your regular patient. Do they hand over their loyalty card if they've got enough points for a free medical kit? Okay, there is a trader going by, and there is good news and bad news. So the good news is there's a trader. We might be able to sell some stuff. The bad news is that they are a trading ship known as Ali Lubricants. Okay, right, whatever. And they are a combat supplier. So they're going to be selling weapons. That could be quite good. We could pick up some weapons and some armour and what have you. Because, yeah, we've got this money. We might as well spend it. We can't take it with us. So we'll spend the money on some nice stuff if we see it. The only thing is, they might not be quite so inclined to buy the tat that we've got. They might not want to buy some animals. And they might not want to buy some wood or some cloth because they are combat suppliers. They might not be that intrigued with the general sort of dross that we've got in storage that we want to get rid of. So that is something we're going to have a look at. I really hope we can get rid of some of the stuff. I mean, if anything, we can get rid of some of these poor quality weapons. I mean, we don't want that. Poor quality incendiary launcher. I will gladly get rid of some of those naff things. So yes, we could do that. But do you know what? We will do all of that next time out, because we will finish up for now. It seems like a very good spot to leave it. We have survived an attack by quite a number of people. That might be the most people that we have seen in an attack. It looked like they were coming through the walls, but they didn't in the end. We were saved by our mighty trap corridor, which has been entirely repaired. Oh, well done, everybody. In fact, that door needs to be shut now. But yes, it's been entirely repaired. They've put it all back together and cleared it out of bodies and equipment and all that kind of stuff. So that was very, very good. And yeah, it looked a little bit worrying at the start. I didn't like the fact that they were setting up quite so close. So mortars are probably going to be more accurate from here rather than if they set up, just here. Imagine the mortars might be slightly less accurate. So yeah, it looked a bit worrying, but we dealt with that pretty well. We've still got plenty of food going on. We've got kibble. We've got 75 proper meals. We've got loads of meat. We've got not that much veg. We do not have that much veg, or well, yeah, we're not meat. So yeah, we've got rice. We haven't got a lot of rice. It looks like we are getting some now, though. So that's pretty impressive, so I'm quite happy with that. We can finish off our hydroponics room next time. We can put the final bays in. It's got a light in as well, so people can see what they're doing in the dark. And it's all looking very encouraging. It is looking very nice indeed. So yeah, it's a pretty good point to stop for now. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be excellent indeed. And also, if you are not already, which I guess you are by now, but you know what? If you're not, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on next time in Rimworld. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. We need loads of it. More resin. More. Oh, scanning. Blip, 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 scanning. Where's the way out? Oh no, I'm going to run out of oxygen and die. They sound like proper killy death rocks, they do. It's a watermelon. What the bloody hell's that supposed to be? So when you fall down a big hole, you tend to die.